You're sort of lagging again, but I do like the subtle references to my team.
You know, we'll carry on a bit. I'm going to restart my mumble. Hope it's going to help. I'll be right back.
Okay then, so I guess I'll solo cast it for now, as Jake restarts his mumble. But we have gone live. 40 seconds, Colony will attack first. Quick look at the team. Kistakala is on medic, Funk is on sniper, Furbo is on scout, Kalutu or Koltu, I don't know, is on heavy. Jonas is on pyro, engineer is Leku, Zoob, the Finnish wizard, is on soldier, Saba on spy, and Napper on nap. He's on demo man. This is 10 seconds ago. Quick look at Parrot Gapers. They have Psy on medic, Evoc J on spy, and it looks like they've restarted the config, so I don't have to say with any urgency. Killer for Fun is on scout. Haunter is on heavy. Quad is sniping. Look out for Quad today on sniper. Spari is on demo. Hermzilla, the ETF2L admin, is on soldier. Ritalin is on pyro. And Bubble Bobbler, I think he's Merkin, he plays for Team Critscast.
Oh, okay, I'm in fact back.
He's on
How's
NG.
it going? How's it going?
They re-exec the config.
Again, so it's not a pause.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's live this time.
Is it fine now? Is the mic fine now?
Yes, Speller, hopefully it will stay that way.
Yep, I hope so too.
Zoob has given me a shout out, and I love Zoob.
Who doesn't love Zoob?
We call
He's
him
capable of doing pretty ridiculous stuff, I have to say. But
yeah.
We have like 30 seconds left of the setup time, and of course we see the engineer setting up in the exact same place as every single engineer in Highlander does. So nothing new here, just Parry trying to just sticky trap it. I don't know if that's going to be spotted or not, but this sticky trap on the rock on the right, on the cliff point of view, is, you know, calling. I don't think they're just going to. I mean, Parrot is just going to spot it because it's pretty obvious. We'll see.
Well, you never know. You can get the first pick of the first guy that goes through there. You can delay a push quite a lot, especially if you get the demo man. As I expect suicides, and there's an NG wrangle jump, which actually clears the sticky, so it wasn't completely worthless. And then there's a demo jump onto the medic and side drops straight away.
Wow!
Dropped Uber for Parrot Gapers.
Wow!
That was Napper doing the big players.
That was Napper, but I have to say that Hermzilla did a good job. I mean, wow. I need to just figure things out. Okay, I need to get back to it because this mumble crash just put me out of my shape here. Okay, so saw both with Napper jump the red medic right here and drop him straight away. That was a big play, and there is a blue pop. Napper's going here with the medic. Medic's just flying away, but it's fine. He's standing here. Sentry goes down. Every single thing that was on that cliff, red team has been cleaned out, and they're pushing straight away with that. But you know, there's red team on roof already. They gave up the first point, which is being kept by 1 minute.
This is an ill-advised roof hold by Parrot Gapers. They're kind of getting pincered right now, and here comes a bomb onto the medic from Zoob looking to get on the medic. He's invisible on my screen, but he's been defended by Permzilla. They're sort of holding on the roof, but half of their team has been spawn camped. But now Parrot Gapers are going to try and get their Uber up, and this is one of the weirdest fights in Highlander I've seen for a long time, Jake. And the Uber's forced by the pyro.
There is the force. Yes, they're trying to out of it, but no, there's.
Yeah, you kind of cut out there. You're kind of cutting out again. Whereas I'll try and take over. Whilst you cut out again, unfortunately. It's kind of happening. Everyone is all over the place for Colony. They try to spawn camp the door at the red entrance, and the red team just sort of stood there waiting for their Uber, then got it, and then they managed to sort of wait for their spawns and pincer Colony. And Colony, in the end, don't get the car. It's really close. They didn't get the car, and they've been wiped. I want to pause this perfect timing to try and sort out some more of these technical difficulties.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what this pause is about, but we have some problems at the moment, and Colony have some problems. Failed push there when they were in control. I think their problem was they tried to spawn camp entirely as a team. They didn't put enough pressure on the medic. When if they'd all just rushed roof and taken the high grounds, they would have easily got that point. So, at the moment, unfortunately for Jake, he's just like having too many technical difficulties, so we're seeing if we can pop in somebody else to cast, whilst we see if Jake can fix it. Just have to bear with us a second. So, any idea what the pause is about? So I'm just talking to my voice in my ear here. Yeah, I can confirm that we're trying to get Cube in as the game actually goes back live. Okay, sorry for the awkward silence. I'm trying to get Cube in Mumble so I don't have to solo cast this, as much as I know you all want to spend the rest of the evening listening to my voice described by Valen as audible chocolate. But it looks like Parrot Gapers have got a roof defense in. Hey Cube.
Hey mate, just send me the connect and then I'll be on my way.
Excellent. So must I go to find you to connect? We're just going to see Colony build Uber as my HUD is broken. It's all going wrong tonight, and actually Colony have pushed up on the roof, and I don't think Sai has the Uber. Yeah, he's so close to it and he gets piped down by Napper, and it's going to be a wipe. This defense is going. I don't know how they lost their Uber. Parrot Gapers.
I think I'm back. Hello.
Jake is back. Let's hope that he doesn't lag again. If not,
Back.
well, there goes the pause again. So we have 3 casters at the moment. It's okay, Cube, if you want to hang around and just sort of cast a bit, and then I'll cast a bit, and then Jake can
I'll
cast
offer my absolute insight at the end of each round.
Fantastic. Anyway, Jake, let's go test your mic again as Colony pushed to the corner. And my HUD is still broken. I guess he's not here. I guess I'll continue then. Colony and the Parrot Gapers have another Uber fight. It's a bit scrappy at the moment. I've sort of half paid attention to the game, the way it's been going, but it looks like Colony have come on top. There's a spy coming on the cart. Evoc J takes Napper, but the cart is almost being pushed by Kisakella, but he stood on the cart and ate some stickies from Sparring and goes down. So Uber advantage is over, and Evoc J is still alive. Oh, the heavy turns around just in time. And the Sparry is trying to escape as well. Zoob is trying to chase him, jumps behind him to try and pincer him. Here comes Zoob jumping around the gun, but it's picks Sparry. That's an important kill right there. Got Haunter takes down Coltu at the front, so any chance Colony have of regrouping and pushing off of that demo pick is gone.
Right, I'm just going to step in. I don't think John's here, or whatever he was called. Interesting to watch. Saba Saba is decloaking on the stairs behind the NG. I'm pretty sure the NG is going to be wise to it. He's actually going to grab some ammo and wait for his team to push in.
I hate to interrupt you, but Zoob just did a huge bomb over the top and took Sai down with 2 brilliant rockets, so that is a full Uber advantage for Colony.
Yeah, Saba's actually one of the difficult spies to play against. He's been spotted actually by the Pyro, but he might still be able to get out, but the health pack's not there, and lucky he's going to die.
Yeah, Quad is doing huge work in snipe. It's nice to see him actually snipe. As we're going to see Colony come in with an Uber, I'm going to watch Quads. They Uber really early, and why wouldn't you? On this corner, on this map, and they drop down on the sentry. Actually, Coltu dies right at the end of the Uber to a headshot from Quad. He's hitting loads of damage on everybody at the moment. He's trying to save their team, and there's a sentry who's been moved right at the back. This is smart this positioning from Bubble Bobbler. There's another sentry being put up at the front now by Letka, and it actually kills Spy.
Yeah, I was kind of fail, like, they dropped down for the Uber to kill the sentry, and then they were flashing so many people with the Uber that Quad headshot the heavy Calfu.
Oh, Nappa just comes in from the window side, spamming stickies and drops side. He was so close to Uber, so it's just the sentry is the only thing keeping keeping Parrot Gaper's defense alive. They're losing people one by one, and 75% for Kisakala. They just need to get that sentry down. Zoob's jumping up top, the sentry is wrangled. I want to see someone drop on the engineer right now, and there we go, Zoob takes him down. And now they need to get people in the cart. There's a spawn wave coming in from Parrot Gapers. Kisakala pops the Uber. It's madness at the moment.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Colonies now. Full Uber, and we've got a sentry above as well, so not a great time. 8 minutes definitely beatable, but not a bad time either.
7 minutes.
7 minutes, sorry, 7, yeah.
Feels like 8 after the setup time, don't worry. Yeah, it was kind of a weird last push where they were in a great position for about a minute, but it took them a minute to sort out, finally take out the sentry and win the push.
Have they paused again, or is it my...
No, it's just lagging a bit. Haunted is rejoining as well. So they're actually all suicide, and Kisakala builds Uber off of a spy, and he's suicide, so... It's a bit interesting.
Is it best of 3?
Yeah, it is going to be best of 3.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
We haven't played an ETF2L official yet, so I'm not quite sure what the rules are for payload maps.
Since we do actually have you on here, Cube, you are of course playing engineer. Is it this season for SSD?
Yeah, basically carry SNSD. That Twig boy.
Are we going to see any more rocket air shots from you?
Nah, no one jumps at me anymore.
They just know what is going down.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not Parrot Gapers just do a suicide run. It's pretty standard in Highlander play now. It looks like they are actually. Demo's jumping up. Does he get anything?
It's gone at the same time as the soldier to try and coordinate it. No actual damage on Kisakala. I think everyone tanked the damage for him. But they have lost the Pyro, so this is actually good for Parrot Gapers. So they go top left now. There's nothing to deny them from getting air blasted off the hill, so they could just take a demo top left unless Jonas takes the teleporter. Needs to take the telly and get in position. It's a battle of time as he is back in position and Parrot Gapers have waited too long.
Yeah, Quad's moving all the way up the right side though. This is dangerous. I think he's been spotted. He's been picked by a soldier now. And they actually come out with the Uber. They haven't managed to force Red Team later there. Now they have, and they haven't got any damage on the sentry. Looks like a bit of a fail push, but they have got a lot of time on the cart as well. Need to fix that cart now. Red Team, the scout's on the cart. He's going to cap this. Oh, he just gets picked.
There's a sentry and a heavy underneath. It's a bit of a weird one. They are going to get cleaned up. There's Furbo down there on the cart.
You got to be careful now that the blue team doesn't try and spy cap this, because as soon as they get the cap, red team get much worse spawn times and blue team get better spawn times. So that's the main thing that I'd be watching out for now, is the spy just decloaking on the cart. You kind of want to have somebody down there.
Yeah, I don't think. The thing is, I don't want to criticise Uvokche, but ever since I've seen him playing spy, he hasn't struck me as the
intelligent
most
one.
Intelligent spy player at all. No, Colony definitely have the better in that aspect, but a lot of pressure coming in non-Ubered from Parrot Gapers. They should just Uber them right now. They don't have it. Just go with your Uber. He's trying to hold this Uber Kisakala, and Sire's backed off. I would have gone there. If this was North American Highlander, obviously the superior continent.
Yeah, when you play on American servers, it's definitely superior. Yeah. Yeah.
Not going to say anything as medic for an NA team. I'm a bit of a traitor to my continent, but we would have definitely seen a scout and scout demo Ubered out onto the medic if he was that close. And instead, we see a regular defensive Uber fight, and they've destroyed loads of stuff for Colony. If they're not going to lose the fight now, they're going to lose it in about 20 seconds as spawns come in.
Enji's on the cart as well. He's got a lot of time on. He's actually going to get picked again, but they should take the hill now. They should take the high advantage. I'm pretty sure that blue team will be able to get this first cap, and now it's about putting the pressure onto the spawn. Quite a lot of bad water. You can get sort of two
I wouldn't even hold the roof at the moment. I would just
Yeah.
hold by the spawn. If I was red, I'd hold by the spawn and build on third, because a lot of teams make this mistake where they can't hold roof properly. They're trying to do it. Give them credit.
Yeah, and interestingly, Pirate Gapers are putting everybody on the cart, which might not be the smartest idea. They're taking the sentry down, but Med and Demo both on the roof. Looks like they're going to get the better of it, and now they're in this situation where the spawners are on the other side, so it's a really split defence. I imagine they might be able to take third as well if they're really quick on the cart now.
Yeah, I think Callahan needs to use his Uber just to get back into position. It's an early pop, and it's going to be a lot of better Uber. In fact, Sai doesn't even use it, so it's not gone very well at all. And Quad with a great little zoom in quick scope snipe onto Kisakala, so full Uber advantage, white for Colony, and it's that mistake that a lot of teams seem to make in this map cube, where they just overcommit to roof, overcommit to the first point, and they lose second and third really easily.
Yeah, it's one thing Linus is trying to drill into our heads is like when to leave each point. It's so easy on this map to like get a good roll on and get 2 points for free, so that's exactly what Pirate Gapers have managed to do, and now they've got 3 minutes to push this last point, which is actually not that easy to do. They've got a little bit of an Uber advantage, and they have got the sniper pick as well, so I'd imagine looks like they're going to rotate around left side in time for this Uber for Sai.
Yeah, look, Colony are doing what most good teams tend to do, which is just hold it really aggressive at the cart and not let them around this choke point for free. But I like the position Gapers are going to attack from. Even though they seem to have a 25% advantage as well, they might even catch the medic. Looks like it's going to be a heavy drop in on people.
Oh, but the med didn't drop with him. Oh, he does manage to catch him right at the end.
Focus
I thought it was
medic.
going to be a bit of a fail.
Don't know where Kisakala is, but he's like 30 HP. He was in back stairs the whole time, just waiting there. He's 90%, and I think he's going to get his Uber. There's no one that can really kill him. There's a demo looking for it, and he gets backstabbed. Stabber with the stabber. Oh, it had to come. It had to come on.
Yeah, it was. I thought they were going to have that for sure, but they spent so much time concentrating the sentry, the Wrangler sentry, which Calthy was trying to ban from ETF2L anyway. That they didn't actually get any picks, and it turned out Red Team got more of the picks.
Well, don't you make accusations about Calthy banning the Wrangler? That is my thing.
No, Calthy.
Calthy.
He's the one that made the post, so I presumed it was him, but was feeling the sharp end of my Wrangler.
I'm not saying admins ban weapons out of bitterness.
Oh, Evoke fails. Still manages to pick the demo, but fails to stab on the medic.
Colony are down quite a few numbers and forced really defensively, actually. But Parrot Gapers don't seem to be recognising this. Actually, no, they've come around the left, sorry. They've dropped down some early Uber from Parrot Gapers.
I don't know if you caught that, I'm definitely stealing that. Let Q's moving the sentry through a teleporter, that's amazing. It doesn't actually matter, I think it's going to get taken down now because he dies to a body shot from Quad. But it looks like it's managed to hold the defence for Colony again. People are suiciding in now, one at a time. And Calthy making him look good with a few kills.
Sense some bitterness right here between you and Kalku, but there's 35 seconds left. And they have no time for new Gapers, they just have to go. They have to go and nick the precious burries straight around, but Kaltu, the best heavy in the world right now, is standing tall, cleaning everything up. And I think this is going to be enough. Even if they wipe them here, they won't have time to get the cart right to the edge.
15 seconds is a bit of a... They do actually manage to take the sentry and force the Uber. But yeah, 10 seconds too much to do now.
They know it. Nappa's going for some glory pipes. They are going to get absolutely wrecked here, Colony. And if they had about 20, 30 more seconds, Parrot Gapers, they would have taken that round for sure. Instead, it is 1-0 to Colony.
With it being a best of 3 there, I can imagine Colony are probably the more practiced team. I certainly haven't seen any of Parrot Gapers PCWing, so I imagine maybe that was their little warm-up round and we're going to see a bit more coordination second time round.
Yeah, it does tend to happen actually, especially with a team with as good as deathmatching skills as Parrot Gapers. Every time I've seen them play, they seem to always have Bubble Bobbler, Merc and NG. You know, he plays for Critscast, obviously Bubble Bobbler. Didn't know he was playing Engineer for the Team England Highlander.
Oh, that train wreck.
Yeah, but you know, I was in command when the rails were slipping with ice. I just sort of handed it off to somebody else, and he crashed the train. So, you know,
Right, okay.
it's not my fault, you.
So I presume this is MP Switch teams now.
Yeah, or they're
We're going to see Parrot Gapers attacking first, and then what happens if it goes to a third round? Quickest attack.
Yeah, it'll be quickest attack.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I definitely think Colony are the more practiced team, but individual for individual, I reckon Parrot Gapers has more talent, maybe one-on-one. Certainly in classes that are 6v6, like Kylo.
I don't know about that really. When you look at it, actually, Colony's 2 power players are Furbo and Zoob, and Furbo's quite probably. Well, Furbo is often quoted as being one of the best scouts in Highlander, European Highlander, if not the best. But I think Drozo would have a word about that.
Yeah, Drozo still struggles to watch Tunnel there, so we'll give it to Furbo.
Furbo, there we go. And then we got Zoob on Soldier as well, who's obviously they're both very strong players and play for my Sixers team, so they must all be amazing and high prem skill.
Yeah, but then I mean, you look at Funk, who I actually thought was quite a good sniper, but he's 19 points on the scoreboard comparison to Quad.
Yeah,
he's nearly double.
Quad is having a good game, clicking on those heads. Usually, Colony had last season they had Mind or Septique sniping.
Yeah, I think Mind's away on, you know, in his army service that the Finns have to do when they turn 18 or whatever it is.
Yeah, and yeah, it looks like Bubble Bobbler is AFK, so or crashing or something. He is stuck halfway in his own spawn, so I don't know if they're going to pause.
This might be a new rollout. Build level 3 and spawn.
It could work, you know.
Yeah, I'm always looking for tips on how to improve mine.
That's how you can counter the Valen jump to spawn tactics. Build a level 3 and spawn, he would never expect it.
10 seconds.
So I guess they're going to do a restart. In fact,
Yeah.
It looks like it's paused. Yeah, they restarted, okay. He's back now, he's back.
No, it was Leku, not Bubble, sorry. Parrot Gapers are on the offence. The Colony team is very interested in the people who are on whatever class. I think Kisakala never used to be a medic. Mente, I don't know if they've dropped him or if he's just away or something, but Mente used to be their medic, and they used to have someone else on heavy fragging.
Don't ask me these questions, I can't remember anyone's name.
There I remember for you, I know Colony quite well.
I knew Mente used to medic, but I think he was quite a tough medic to work with in terms of volume and rage. So I don't know if he got kicked. We certainly look to exploit that as much as possible in SNSD.
Not quite sure, but I think this Colony are doing the thing. This is the first time I've seen it in European Highlander, where sort of established teams like Colony and Prem are starting to pick up some talented players. I don't know about Kauta, he seems decent heavy so far, but also Funk has been highly rated as a sniper and a spy. So he's been picked up by Colony from a team, I don't know who used to play for Sandwiches or Forever, a Div 2 or 3 team. He's been picked up by Colony. So it's good to see them actually looking for talent. This is a big bomb and a drop from Kisakala, even though there was a nice reflect kill from Jonas to pick up Spari and Permzilla. But that that drop, he just tried to hold it, and that's the thing about the suicides when you have demo men as good as you have in Europe, like in America.
They've got the cart a fair weight as well. I mean, like the suicide, obviously, that's a great win. They're going to come in with an Uber. Actually, Zoob does a really good job of forcing it early, so...
Yeah, no one's blocking the cart, though.
Yeah, they're going to focus the sentry, I would have thought. In fact, they haven't focused the sentry at all. It's still up. It does go down now, but they're going to cap it at the same time.
With stickies. But they haven't, not one person has looked at the cart in this entire fight from Colony. It's sort of... Comms seem a bit disorganised, people don't seem to know what their responsibilities are. It's also interesting, because they won the Uber fight, Colony, but they were all focused on it. They seem to, well, at least they focus stuff as a team.
They've still got a teleporter behind them, actually. Quad, no, not Quad, sorry.
Funk takes
is up top, takes out Quad. He was behind them. I don't know if that's actually useful. It might look like a cool pick, but he's now down, so he's not really available for the second point.
Works out better for Quad, because Quad's going to be there and he's back up, and you know, Funk's still with a 10-second spawn, he doesn't have a telly to take. So, and the fact that he's not there, and that
again,
main hall denying the cart, yeah, that's usually
really
where Funk would be. That's where Funk would be, and now the demo, and NG has to actually drop off. He gets covered in dry. The NG best not die here. He needs to just get back up and let someone else watch the cart.
There's actually an Uber coming up the back stairs, but the Pyrot's doing a really good job of denying that. I think that's Jonas. He's been playing for a while, so probably knows how this is meant to be played. But they do manage to cap the cart. In fact, they've got to give up this route now. I think Colony have to give up this route. There's no point trying to keep it because the spawns are so far away. They have to go all the way around now that the doors are locked.
I did watch Napa get a nice cable kill on the side. He tried to escape through the back entrance. They are going to try and hold it because they won that fight, but I kind of agree with you because of the spawns. There's no point in holding it, but they might as well give it up, and the fact that they're not even blocking the cart, which is what you're meant to protect. And they're losing players, and Bubble Bobbler is on the mission here, looking for the medic. It actually backs off in the end because Furbo's arrival. That was good work from Bubble, actually pushing the Colony team back without a fight, and they do have Uber advantage, Colony, and this is where I'd like to see an offensive Uber. Take Furbo, take your demo, and go after that medic. Furbo's actually on the top right.
Yeah, the medic's actually really close. They could push into the room here and definitely get a med pick. But they look like they're just going to use it defensively.
Especially after all these picks they've just got.
Yeah, they've let Sai get Uber, but again, Sai's going to... Oh, actually, Spy gets taken down, so... I can't actually find Sai. Where is he?
He's going on that top right. They've rotated and there's nobody really watching it. Sniper's looking up there, but he gets spammed out. And they've dropped down off the high ground, so... It's a single Uber onto the heavy, the heavy as well, and they haven't even attempted to do any damage. They just use it to get a better position, which is actually not the worst thing to do, because Napa is putting so much damage on the corner, but here comes Spari from the top. No one's watching him.
His first useful thing of the stab and sap on the sentry. He did that really nicely coordinated actually with the Uber coming in, so that the NG was concentrating on wrangling, which obviously makes it an easy job for the Spy.
Yeah, it was good timing.
Colony actually have to be pretty careful here. They have got a few spawners, but Zoob tries to make a play but gets denied. He actually gets away on 1 HP. But yeah, I imagine that Colony, they actually do have a little bit of an Uber advantage, but they should be able to get it for this defence.
Yeah, Funk and Quad are locked in a sniper fight at the moment. There's a Dead Ringer Spy behind that spawn. And Quad's actually rotated to the window and he's got free reign. He's been spotted and the sticky's coming in, but he does pick the engineer, so that sentry does not have an NG. Quad can just shoot at it.
Uber's behind the medic. Oh, he gets spotted.
And here comes the Uber force from Parrot Gapers, and actually Kizakala chose to let his heavy die. He didn't try and save him with the Uber, and now Napa is flailing pipes away randomly instead of doing damage to the people in the car. That's what he should be focusing on. And he's going to get destroyed by Spari. Now Spari's going to back off and get healed, but actually Furbo is behind the car. Hasn't been spotted now that the Pyro is on him. That's Ritalin, his, I'll say, X66 teammate. Takes him out with the shotgun.
Yeah, it's really messy. Like, I don't know, just didn't seem very coordinated. Then they had a good push going on, and then I think Free got a headshot maybe on Sai, but then people were started suiciding 1-in-1 again. It's fine to suicide when your med's building Uber, but when your med hasn't got anyone to heal or you're just jumping into a sentry, it's not really the wisest of choices.
Well, that was sort of the way teams sort of play as well. I see a lot of sort of uncoordinated or less aggressive play out of them. I hate to say it, European teams, Parrot Gapers and Colony. But look, that there was a sniper pick on the demo man. Parrot Gapers didn't attempt to use it. An American team would have definitely used that. I guess, or SNSD even would have used that. As they're going to actually rotate from the left as they have done, and they actually get in really far without using it. They've done lots of damage. This NG is really weak. Don't shoot the Wrangle, shoot the NG. You can take the sentry out easily with the NG dead. And this fight is really scrappy at the moment, but it looks like it is going to go Colony's way. There's a soldier in backstairs, in on the medic. Permzilla with a triple kill, and lots of damage on Napper. But he does survive, and that changes everything, because now they can push in. They need to kill the demo though. And now they've changed their mind.
Also, Red Engineer swapped to mini sentries. I think he's going to swap back possibly, but it's the sign of a failed defense is when the NG swaps to the quick sentries. He knows the end is near. And Kyler Fun's actually in the back stairs. I don't think he's been spotted. I'm going to see if he can get... Oh, he has been spotted now. Fairbear's going to chase him.
Yeah, those backstairs are a really good point to flank from. Perm's already used it once, he's to try and use it again. Especially when you have Uber disadvantage, you can just wait up there and wait for the medic to back in there, then you can just drop on them.
Oh, look at them getting denied from the map exit. They've actually Ubered in, but they've got nothing. They may have got the mini sentry, but they haven't got any pressure onto the medic.
This is where the combo needs to come out and do lots of damage. And here comes the clean up. Napper, Furbo and the Heavy Cal 2 working together to focus people down. Really good focus fire. There's Quad in the window, takes down Napper with a body shot. Furbo is on a mission to find him. Quad is trying to run away. Has his Heavy with him. Throws Girardi on Furbo. Furbo runs away as he gets chased by a shotgun Heavy in Highlander. What? Has he lost his loadout, Haunter? Does he not know about the health pack he can use? As here comes a bomb in on the medic, a forced Uber there by Permzilla. He's having a really good game as Soldier. I've been quite impressed by him actually. And this Uber, defensive Uber, hasn't done much. They've just about now killed the engineer.
Yeah, Sai's going to see himself with quite an advantage, but we've seen Parrot Gapers try and attack this point quite a few times now, and they haven't succeeded yet, so see if there's any difference with a full Uber advantage. I'd like to see them rotate right the way around to the left-hand side again, like they did last round. They're actually just suiciding people in. I don't really know why, because they've got the Uber advantage. Permzilla's coming in now for the bomb, big strafe. Oh, gets 2 rockets onto the med. Down to 22 HP, I think Kala was then. But I don't know why they're suiciding. They've now got the full Uber. They should be trying to get a good distance into the point. Yeah, they're going to let Kala get it.
They not even know the Uber advantage, and Sai barely saves Spari, and this is actually a really bad Uber. Look at where Sai's position is. He's running away with quads, and he's just like trying to escape through map room. Zoob actually doesn't seem to know that he's there. He could have chased the medic, but it doesn't matter. They've got the cleanup. They've saved the actual Uber advantage. Actually, Zoob is back onto the medic. Final rocket takes Sai down. Mini sentry kill not in time.
That's
Take
just
it
poor
back,
play.
Zoob. The finish wizard goes big
I mean,
again.
Sai has enough 6v6 experience to understand about Uber advantages and building Ubers, but when they managed to force, they had about 35% advantage and didn't push until it was even. I don't know if they weren't building or if they were just really slow with the push. But
it's not only that, it's sort of like knowing about multi-Ubers. I'd expect Bella from players with experience of Haunter and Sai and Spari, because they had a way worse Uber. They dropped down, the Heavy dropped down pointlessly and got flashed, making the Uber even shorter, and they just ended up in a horrible position when the
they
Uber
have managed
faded.
to get Quad's managed to pick off the
Oh, look at Evok J!
Evic picks the NG as well, so this is two key classes down, Heavy and NG. Will they be able to get any spam onto the sentry before the Uber starts? It's weak already. Get into that map room and just fire 2 rockets down.
If I was Kizakala, I'd play medic for the Syndicate in North America. If you didn't already know, I'd be saying, with Uber advantage, Napper, Jonas, come with me. We know that they're above us. Let's Uber into them. They
Yeah,
have
something
kind of
we're
backed
working on
up.
as well, like offensive Ubers, but they've let Sai get it as well now.
The side actually decided to back off, knowing it was a bit hairy hanging around. But they just don't seem to be able to get a good push, a good Uber fight off. They have pushed on this left side a lot and had some success. And Zoob bombs in, forces Uber again.
Wow.
He was Furbo with him as well to back him up in case.
Permzilla's done the same thing though. Permzilla's managed to force the opposite Uber with a bomb.
His soldiers are
But
getting
Colony
in.
always seem to get the better end of these after Uber fights. I don't know if it's because of the reset or just that they're more
I
comfortable on the
think
map.
it's sort of more, even though it was a really early force and they couldn't actually attack the position Colony were defending, it didn't matter if Colony were Ubered or not. I mean, it's also more to do with the fact, oh look at Evokche actually coming in behind the medic, misses the stab, but it doesn't matter, he gets him in the end. Spyriad come in from the front. Colony completely crumbled with their organisation there. I don't know why Gisakala was up so far with very little support anyway.
Okay, right, so I'm going to pose a question. Do you push now or do you wait for the Uber advantage? Red team have no heals.
I wouldn't really, to be honest, because it's kind of risky because you have less numbers. And
Oh,
look at that-
Sai 9 HP gets taken down by Zoob. Oh, so lucky. They had a huge Uber advantage and now they've thrown it away. I'd be really surprised actually if
it didn't
Parrot
make
gave this
sense
cap
to
this.
push because they were 4 down. See, that's the thing. Didn't make that sense to push Saber. Saber was doing work at the top here. But,
I mean, like when people complain that Highlander's just random and kills all the time, this is a pretty good example of what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, there's kills every single second. It doesn't seem coordinated at all.
yeah,
It does
we
look like we have a pause now as well.
That's the thing though, when they've just lost their medic, it's kind of like, okay, so we can't play for Uber, what do we do? People just seem to jump in and just look for random frags. It just seems to be the way that Parrot Gapers are playing. And they have, when you compare it to the best team in Europe, of course, SNST. I want to see you guys play. There seems to be some degree of focus. Not a huge degree, but there's some degree of focus from your team. Which kind of makes you the better reason, one of the reasons why you're the best team in the league at the moment. But it's going to be a really good time for Colony no matter what happens.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets to this sort of minute and a half left anyway, I'd expect Colony to be able to push that. They pretty much usually always push us to the end anyway.
Yeah, that is of course coming up on Sunday, SNSD against Colony.
We've got 2 officials on Sunday. I don't know if they're both being casted, but I know from Linus telling us that we have two officials on Sunday.
Well, I know that the SSTV Colony game is going to be cast on Team Fortress TV. I'm not sure what Blackout Gaming's plan.
We have Colony official and Spaniards official, so I presume that's 21.
Yeah, your game's it's really early, isn't it? The
Yeah.
SSTV Colony. I always
Yeah.
look forward for SSTV Colony, even though SST win every time. But a couple of times I've seen you play them and they've pushed you right to the wire.
I mean, I think they're one of the teams that's taken a map off us. I don't know what the stats are, but they've certainly taken a map off us before.
And they have, May Contain Nuts have, and Angry German Kids back in nearly 2 years ago.
ComFT tournament thing.
I know my Highlander cube.
When did Make and Say Nuts take a
Last season on Gravel Pit?
No, they took a round off us.
Round, yeah, sorry. Technically.
Not a map, mate.
Alright, we get the facts there, right? They took a round off, they took points, that's the main thing.
Yeah, golden cap rules, you know.
But SSD still remain unbeaten in Europe, and I'd have to say unbeaten in officials because the show matches can't really reflect what a fair game would be. Although I still think that the Syndicate one was a fair loss.
Can't we just do a donation drive for I-49? SNSD will send our team. We'll get sponsored.
Mm. Yeah, and we'll get
Bring
an
the
American
Americans
team
over.
from UGC.
Not that 6v6 crap.
No one wants to watch that.
No one wants to watch Europe getting beaten again.
Not when you can watch stabby stabby at LAN.
God.
Probably more famous than Manny, actually.
Why don't you
maybe
do
not.
some plugging for the i49 drive? Or is that-
Seeing as it's not my stream, although I know that the Blackout Gaming really do support the i49 because of the amount of money they've donated.
Yeah, I saw yesterday they put a few $100 towards the drive. But for anyone that hasn't seen it, I guess now would be a good time. I think I'm trying to open up the link now, but I looked this morning and we were like $2,000 of the way there.
Yeah, it's going really well, actually, surprisingly well. I haven't even opened my pocket, and Blackout Gaming seems to be like the ones that have donated a large percentage of it, or people from this organisation. I just want to say how great it is to cast for Blackout Gaming. I was meant to do it the other day, but I was sick, so I couldn't really turn up. But I'm glad to be here, and just so far this season they've been fantastic casting Highlander. And even though my co-caster Jake here, or well, he was here before, but he had technical difficulties. But he's been replaced by Cube tonight. As he joined us halfway, I'd say halfway through the second round, roughly. There's a long pause going on. Colony.
Well, I guess the good news is that this is likely, I would say, to go to 3 rounds. As we've seen Colony defend, I think there's about a minute 40 left before the pause came in.
Oh, well.
So my money is on Colony to take this round, and then Colony to take the next round as well.
Haven't Colony already gone 1-0 up in rounds though?
I thought Parrot Gapers won the last round.
Did they?
I may have been completely wrong.
I swear it's Colony took the first round. Who knows? But Parrot Gapers.
Somebody said 1-0 Colony in chats.
Yeah.
Shows how much attention I paid.
You might as well have not been here.
Yeah, I even made the comment about how I thought Parrot Gapers would get better after the first round. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this.
This is what you get when you get last minute replacements.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
you take what you can
Know
get.
nothing
with
about the
quality.
game mode and... Dear me.
But yes, Parrot Gapers actually, even though they did lose to Colony on this map last season in the first week, and now they're losing to Colony again. They had them 4-2 on Gravel Pit, which was of course casted by Blackout Gaming as well. I think they have a VOD up on there. I'm not sure if they have a YouTube channel, Blackout Gaming. They do have a YouTube channel, it's called Blackout Casting. Yes, it's on there, the VOD of them, Parrot Gapers against... who were they against? I kind of forgot. 27, that was it. And I actually watched that. It was 4-2 to Parrot Gapers. Colony, I think this is their first game of the season. They're already up 1 round, so they've got some points on the board right now. And last season when they met, Colony took all 6 points, but then lost every other game during the season. And Parrot Gapers went on to win a lot of games late on, and then actually make it to the final against SNSD, which they lost, obviously. And Cube just keeps making more and more money from this game.
Yeah, just add it to that huge bank balance. Spent all on gaming peripherals.
And we're getting word that the one who dropped and the reason for this long pause is Haunter. Of course, Haunter are heavy for Parrot Gapers. For some of the people who've been around the TFT scene longer, they'll remember Haunter from TCM back in the day. But lately he's been playing a lot of Div 1. What's the team he's been playing for?
You're testing my knowledge now.
Well, it was Equilibrium. I can't speak, but it's an all Portuguese team. I think they got promoted last season. They're called Pokemon in Prem, but half of that team's roster has changed.
So Haunter drops. Don't know how long it takes him to get back in. I guess his internet probably dropped if it's going to take this long.
Well, he he's in the server right now. He's been in the server for 30 minutes, so yeah, I guess he hasn't timed out yet or something. But Letku has actually only just rejoined the server. The engineer for Colony. What do you know about Letku? Because I know that he used to play Soldier as well, and he used to play for May Contain Nuts, who have folded or don't play anymore. But now he's switched to his Finnish counterparts for Colony, and he's an engineer today. And I think I remember Letku mainly because he seemed to be half the frags from AOX's heavy frag videos. The voice in my ear is asking me strange questions. But yes, we're still waiting for the game to continue. Get back on the way. So Cube, I'm going to ask you straight up now, are you afraid of any of these teams from what you've seen today?
No. Oh, I've actually gone back live. What a coincidence. I'll avoid the question then.
We just answered it. I think just about enough for me.
With my exhale. Nah, SNSD aren't afraid of anyone. Not even those Americans that refuse to play on EU servers.
Yes, look, Parrot is making the Nubid push now, and they're taking down Nappa and Culty, so it's heavy and demo down for Colony, and Ferber goes down as well. So they're actually getting a lot of ground and pressure on the cart. This Haunter is getting spammed off the cart finally, and there's a spy play from Saba as well, and Zoo bombs in and Leonis nicely synced up, and then there's an Uber as well. They don't actually catch Sai, so I'm not sure if there was a need for that Uber, but my HUD is kind of broken, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, it's going to be last chance for Sai now. He's got his Uber. Big Uber advantage. Well, according to my broken HUD anyway, I think they just used it, so they definitely do. Gonna Uber pretty early, the heavy above, they need to get down and onto the sentry. They're getting airblasted back actually, nice work from the Pyro. We are now going to pick a few classes. Spari gets reflected by Jonas,
No,
but I think this is going to be the round now.
They're two up, they're finally using Uber advantage well. It might have been Permzilla in the back stairs again that came behind and helped them pinch the kiss of colour. We see the round end and they obviously pause at the end of the round. So 13 minutes 34 seconds. Colony. That's a long attack time. I think I would probably call it right now that Colony are going to win, but you never know, stranger things have happened. But the way Parrot Gapers have defended hasn't really
impressed you?
No, they didn't defend very well in the first round.
Yeah, I would be really surprised if Colony don't take this second round and then the match. See Quad doing the jumps to get up a bit of a height advantage. This sneaky spot, I'm pretty sure it's commonly known in Highlander, has been for a few seasons, but
I have right on the side. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's just gonna peek through that left side and see if you can kill the sniper or something on the cart. See where the stickies are. They're in that spot which Jake referenced at the start of the cast until he lagged out. Some people call that rock, I don't know if we can pronounce it on this stream. I've played with people who certainly called it that. As it looks like the suicides are ready to come in. There's the big bomb from Nap. We've seen 2 drops already, and there's Zoo bombs as well. But this time, Sai says, you know what, you've got me once before. Not this time, he hides underneath the stairs. There's good positioning from Sai, my HUD's still broken. Please work. Okay, it's sort of even worse now.
yeah, I think it takes the time of the pause or something to come back.
There's an engineer bomb with a Wrangler essentially. He didn't seem to get any damage on Sai either, and the demo came at the same time. No damage at all by Sai. It's interesting, like, creativity from Colony with their plays. Suicides.
Oh, Sai's dropped down. I don't know why he did that. He came down to heal his heavy, but he could have just healed him from above. Now they've lost the high ground, and to be able to get back up there, they have to possibly go for a sniper's sight line. Blue team actually do Uber in. They haven't forced Sai yet, and they haven't actually got the sentry either. Sai does now Uber, goes to go and save his NG.
This is a real sort of common mistake I see demo men do in Highlander. I think Napper is sort of a victim of not focus firing properly as a demo. He's got really good DM, I'm not gonna give him, like, do it wrong. Napper is a very talented player, but he seems to just like focus on the wrong things, and he was spending the entire Uber trying to take out a Wrangle Sentry. He could have just spread the damage and forced their Uber a lot quicker as the fight continues. And Stabber with the Stabber. I love saying that. Thank you, DJC. You've destroyed Highlander for everybody. As he drops Sai, so full Uber advantage to Kisakala.
Oh, Quad's just poking his head above the little rock that he was on earlier, gets a pick on Kalthi.
Yeah, he's looking for that sniper, Funk, doing all those little scopings, but they're eating rollers at spawn. Funk actually runs away to reset up, and there's an early Uber, and Napper actually drops off, and now he's jumped back in, and Kisakala is running around like a helpless
medic.
Dog. Yeah, helpless medic. Running around in circles, chasing people, and Napper is flying everywhere. He's defying the laws of gravity, this guy, as they haven't done much at all with this Uber. It's a complete waste. And actually, Colony's struggling on this first point. They only have 2 minutes to cap it, so maybe I spoke too soon about them capping it.
Termzilla, really nice bomb in there, just jumps across around the rock and takes out blue team's medic. And they've actually still got a full setup here. I don't know what, my head's still broken, so I don't know what the Ubers are.
Yeah, Napper comes from behind. That is the play that I think they really, really needed. They're going to have to give this point up now. They lost half of their team from a little flank, and
you need to shout watching your tunnel. Where's Drose? Honestly, watching the tunnel, surely. Absolute basics for Highlander Scout. You just got to watch the tunnel, and they're actually going to give up the roof. Sides drop down. Haunter's not healthy either. They've got a full Uber advantage, but
Spari isn't on the same page.
Yeah,
he's going to get picked. They need to get out so much quicker. They need to be back on roof already, but they're holding the low ground. They need to go now. Run away.
I don't think they realise that the roof doesn't open until the first point gets capped. Like, Sai was just standing around the gate there, wondering why he couldn't get in. Oh,
well,
6v6
they actually did a good job in the end, because they kind of gave that up at the sort of last second, so they managed to buy as much time as possible whilst giving it up and keep their Uber. It was just actually a good play. They could have lost their Uber if Napper hadn't died. He looked like he was about to bomb in, but he died, and Spari's put loads of pressure on Colony as they're all underneath here. Permzilla's picking up frags. Saba gets a stab on the sniper, but all of the kills are going in favour of Parrot Gapers at the moment, as it looks like their little thing has gone wrong, and look how aggressive Parrot Gapers are. They're all over the floor on this.
They did get forced. I don't see what happened, but now Kisakala has the full Uber advantage. Just looks like it's him and the demo man though. They need a heavy or somebody else. They've actually dropped the demo Napper, and Kisakala's now dropped his heavy as well, and he's going to get forced probably by Permzilla. No, he doesn't actually. He manages to hold on to it, so they do just have to wait for their spawners and then try and take the roof.
He made the best out of a bad situation.
He could have made the best out of a good situation there if he just Ubered either of his players.
Saba
actually comes right up behind Spari and gets a pick, and Zoob's jumping up the back stairs. They're going to take the Uber through the back. Jonas focusing the scout though. I don't really know what he's doing. It's not the important class to kill now.
Yeah, they did clean up Sai though. Thurber actually came in, got the meat shots onto Sai, so it's looks like Colony are going to get this second point for 8 minutes and 25 and have the Uber advantage. There's a soldier behind. He went for the
What
sniper.
are you doing? What? Did you watch that from Permzilla's point of view?
Yeah. He shot the sniper, did more damage to himself, and the sniper escaped. And then he lost all of his health, so he couldn't bomb the medic.
Oh my word, I'm going to ask him about that later.
Also, if you want to fix your HUD, just retry the Source TV. I've done HUD reload scheme a million times. When I hit retry, it worked. So Uber advantage for Colony right now. A couple of kills has come in as well onto the defense. Heavy goes down, soldier goes down, scout down, and they do have their Uber. It looks like they're going to push this top right. Is this going to be? It's going to be heavy pyro. Ionis goes off, focusing the demo, takes down the demo. The heavy is sit there shooting a Wrangle Sentry from distance. I don't think it's going to do anything. Instead, Nappa goes on top left, but he actually runs into Evokche, doing some defensive spy work, denies Nappa's plan, and then he gets headshot by Quad. Now this could actually be a defense for Parrot Gapers. They're trying to move out as a team now with their Uber. Sai desperately does not want to pop it. He's a little bit scared of him. No, he just pops it into this room. There's no medic to chase. The medic is running away. He's further with him. He's going to be really safe. They clear out this setup in the room in the end, but Kisakala has escaped is the main thing. Maybe this is where you want to watch Evokche as he activates his dead ringer by cratering. Maybe this is not when you want to watch Evokche if you want to see
He's done
something
that a
happen.
lot actually. I don't really understand the. Surely he just loses his dead ringer that way, or is it his way of using his own invisibility?
I have no idea. He's managed to get behind unseen. Evokche is kind of like the clumsy man spy, you know? He does what he does. He doesn't care about being seen. He just does what he does. He's fighting a sniper behind the ambassador at the moment. There's just so much more important things happening at the front cube. But I'm going to watch this.
I think they've actually got all the way in. Blue team got Colony got all the way in behind the combo actually. Heavy goes down as well. I don't know if they took the sentry. Yeah, they did. So this is going to be the third point going to Colony, and they can probably look to keep rolling. In fact, Quad comes in, gets a stab on the scout.
And Quad is actually doing huge work. Look at his points. 58-59. Another brilliant snipe. Want to let go NG close range and activates that ringer from Saba Saba, but he is not done yet. His team should move up and support him. When you have a sniper on fire like Quad is, move up and actually use him. But Zoob just sees it, he's on his own, skip jumps and takes him down. Uber advantage for Sai though. Will they use it aggressively? That is the question. They seem to be setting up defensively. They could push. They could push out here. Demo.
Oh,
scout.
Sai eats a pipe. Pipes were coming right away across the top of the building, and Sai took one right to the face. Luckily, he was full health, so he only went down to 50 HP. But yeah, I agree. They need to be trying to take these Ubers defensively. They've actually been forced now. Yeah, they have.
Get some frags. I think Kylo goes down. They're not using it to do damage. Lots of damage is coming. Spyro's hit quite a few pipes. They're actually really weak. The two heavies. They're going to get Ubered early. And here we come. Nappa plus forward with stickies, but the Wrangle Sentry is doing its job. Is keeping him away. There's Bubble Bobbler in that window. Does so much damage, and there's still a heavy alive on the balcony. Horns have just stayed on the balcony. Time cleans up. Nappa is jumping to go for that sentry. He runs into Evokche, who gets a butter knife stab, and a couple of people down. But it's actually a successful defense by Parrot Gapers. I think they could pull this off.
Yeah, it does look like they might be able to. This third point is quite a nice one to defend, and Quad again getting the headshots. They're really not putting enough pressure on him on the floor there.
Sentry is going to actually go down. No home wrecker. Pyro Ritalin with the teamwork. Great teamwork play there. The Sentry does go down, but he does manage to save some stuff from Bubble Bobbler. Well, teleporter exit with no entrance. So that's the Sentry down. So that's one of the big things that's denying this defense. And oh, Spari gets caught out by Nappa. Guess you could say get caught napping, huh? No? Okay, you take over Cube. I'll get
Uber's coming in now from Colony. They've got quite far forward with it, but exchanged. Looks like an air blasting Pyro fest. They've actually managed to catch Red Medic out. Jonas, 15 HP, yeah, does manage to take down the medic and cap the third point, which gives Blue Team that all-essential forward spawn.
I think Spari is the key man here right now about buying time. He needs to stay alive. Doesn't matter if he can't stop them from coming through the choke point, as long as he stays alive. Instead of walking towards the health pack, he's going to walk through the back stairs and find Furbo, who just plus forwards into him. Spari, oh, he manages to hit a nice pipe.
Permzilla again, coming around the back and killing Blue Team's medic, Kisakala.
So Perm is the one saving their team right now, doing the work. They're still pushing Haunter with a heavy flank. There's some real ninja heavy stuff going on. And Parrot Gapers actually 3 minutes to go, equal Ubers. Yeah, they've actually managed to hold on. So now Colony doing their very classic make it really difficult for themselves play.
Yeah, I'd like to see a third round, so I'd like Parrot Gapers to take this. Zoob does go and try and get a bit of damage. down onto the medic, but still at 150 HP for Sai. I think Kisakala will exchange Ubers here. There's actually a bit of a sniper duel. Quad wins out on that with a fully charged body chop.
I don't like where Spari's holding. It seems like he could be letting them in for free without spam. I mean, the only thing stopping him is Quad coming in, which is quite a weapon actually. They've Ubered really early, and comes Napper trying to do some damage on the sentry. The engineer actually gets flashed in the end. Good flash there from Sai. Napper is still alive. Saba takes down Haunter. And now he's meeting a Pyro. Napper has just been sat there for ages spamming stickies, but they only get a little bit of damage from the sentry. And here comes a bomb from Zoob! Once again, Zoob in with the timing, comes in from, I think from the back stairs he bombed, takes down Sai, so Uber advantage changes to Colony, 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to have to be with this push. Kisakala now at 65%, so they really need to not lose anybody now. Take advantage of this full Uber advantage they're going to have. Bubble Bobbler actually lost a sentry as well, so it's only just gone to level 2 now on the floor. He'll have that fully set up by the time the blue team pushes in, but it's all about this push now. 99%, here it comes.
Yeah, Sai is building with the scout and Pyro in the back stairs. I think Haunter is hiding somewhere, possibly map room, and here comes the Uber. Bubble Bobbler dies to the Uber, it's the only thing they've got. Quad goes down as well to Saba. Permzilla goes down. There's a couple of frags here, but now we're just waiting for Sai's Uber to come in. They've walked all the way up the back stairs and come in from behind. Sai 80%. Uber, he's 60 HP, and all this pressure is coming on Haunter. He gets stabbed in the end by Saba, but there's nothing on the cart. Spari saves. His medic's live on 95%. There's a Pyro coming in as well.
99%. They're going to have to use this, I think.
No, that Sai is saving it at the moment. They've managed to just about stay alive, but it's not over yet. Sai is holding on to this Uber for dear life.
But he's just walking all along the floor, like it's so easy for any class to force him.
I think he's going to use it now.
He's going to have to use. Oh, he's still. Yeah, there we go. He does use it now. I don't know what they're going to get done with this.
Well, at the moment,
10 seconds left. They need to just get on the car.
Stop him. I think they've got enough to do this.
Oh, they've all come from the window. I think they have probably done enough. Yeah, it does look like that. 2 seconds left.
I'm gonna have to give credit to Sai. They're like staying alive. It was last ditch, but he managed to just scramble his way back into spawn. Then with the Uber, he actually held it for 25 seconds in positions where most medics would have popped to relieve pressure. He held it, and the fact that he held the Uber pretty much won them the game there in Colony. Never doubt their ability to mess something up. That's what I've learned after watching them for 2 years.
Parrot Gapers proved us wrong. We thought it would be impossible.
Their first point hold was really good, and I think it's just every point they managed to hold them for a couple of minutes. Sort of, they did really well what we were talking about before. They knew when to fall back after they lost the point.
Yeah, it's all about getting a couple of minutes on each point. I think each point can be defended, but as with any map design, it's designed to be easier to attack the first points and easier to defend the last ones. So who gets to attack now? Who had the quickest
first round attack time?
So Colony, wasn't it?
Colony had 7 minutes and 4.
So they get the choice then of whether to attack or defend, I presume.
Yeah, they will. They will have a choice.
And what would your choice be? What do you think is better to do first?
Because they won the first round. They won the first round when they were attacking first. I think I'd go for that. You know, both teams have won the round when they defended last. So I'd want to defend last. Sometimes it goes like that in Highlander. You know, you have games with a team that is defending first seems to win, or the team that attacks first just seems to win every round. It's a bit weird, I don't know why. Quick look at the frags, even though there's probably quite a few in between rounds. Yeah, like garbage frags, beaver and frags as they're called on the server, but Permzilla is quite high on the fragging.
That's surprising actually. I think Permzilla has got the key picks as well, not just lots of picks, but the key ones as well. He always seems to be the one picking the medic.
Zoob and Quad as well. sort of down at the bottom of the list is Engineer, Lekku. Bubble Bobbler has quite a lot of kills, though they might be beaver frags. And Evokche hasn't even hit double digits, although he might have reconnected at one point.
No, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, I was watching Evokche's spy action. It was, have you ever played on a Valve server?
No, can't say I have.
Alright then, well, Parrot Gapers want a talented spy to come into their team. Look no further. I'm just giving him a hard time, but he's hasn't really done as much as Saba Saba has been doing in this game. Obviously Saba Saba, the original pub spy from the Rocket Blast TF2 server, the Colony, one of the most experienced spies in Europe. He's been doing a good job, but I think the real impact players for I say Parrot Gapers, people who've really made an impact, like Permzilla and Quad, been doing lots and lots of work. And I think Bubble Bobbler has actually had a really solid game as engineer. It's hard to really like point out engineer play, but I think he was really smart with the way he put his sentries up and positions, and when he just rebuilt back. And he's got a lot of frags as a reward from it.
Yeah, this is one of the nicer maps to play as engineer, I think. Anyway, it does look like they're going live again, or paused. Yeah, I think this is live because they've just done a team switch.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So, who's attacking? Actually, they decided to defend first. The Colony had the choice. Oh no, looks like Colony are now asking, do we switch again? So they haven't even thought about who attacks first. Yet. But it is their choice, yeah, Permzilla points out it's their choice. Haunter's wrong, saying it's heavy fists. If it's ETF2L, then it's...
It's a good thing that there's an ETF2L admin in there getting the facts right, you know? What would they do without ETF2L admins playing games? We'd all be hopeless.
Indeed. So we should see an MP switch teams then, I imagine.
Yeah, hoping that one of the 18 people knows how to use the command.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, so this isn't actually going live, they're going to do MP switch teams.
So yes, who do you think will take this last round is the big question.
I don't know. It's a difficult. Like Colony obviously have much more Highlander experience. I think it just depends on how coordinated Parrot Gapers play. They started to do some more smart things towards the end of that last round. I even saw side building once. But I'm gonna go with Colony. They deserve to win because they practice.
Fair enough, although I was really impressed with the way Parrot Gapers defended that. I think Colony, attacking wise, they had a lot of, I don't know, I'd say a lot of bad Ubers when they were attacking. It's one of the things in Badwater where you can't really string a good Uber. You sort of think, how can we break this defense, and you sort of get doubt in your mind and you just play passive. It's sort of like, I think we have another pause here again. I'll try and find out what's going on. It's sort of like a sort of reverse mentality I noticed from North America and Highlander, where teams will be overly aggressive and they won't wait for Uber, but then they'll just sort of have people die in adverse times, and then your medic will be forced into a bad position, then your medic will die before it gets Uber on the fence, which is something that I kind of see a lot. Seems to be the opposite in Europe, where they just won't do anything aggressive at all. They'll just sit there and wait.
Just you wait, mate. Just you wait until you see Sunday. You ain't seen aggression like SNSDs before.
I'm looking forward to it.
We push on 40%. No, why don't you find out what's happening? I'll plug. What is it? Blackout Gaming TV.
No, this guy doesn't even know who he's casting for. Of course,
I've
Cube,
stepped in last minute. I don't know.
Cubes is subbing for Jake, who was normal caster for Blackout, who was going to be my co-caster this evening, but he had a lot of internet problems and he just couldn't cast it in the end. So we've got Cube here from SNSD, the engineer, 3 times ETF2L champions, 6 times if you include all of the other random tournaments you've been in, and undefeated in Europe.
I've actually just been informed Blackout Gaming TV, you probably already know this, Hildreth, because you know everything to do with Highlander. They're the ones that have put the prize pot up for ETF2L Highlander.
They do sponsor the season this season.
Wow.
In the 4th
I should really
season.
pay more attention to who's going to be
Have you not
buying
noticed?
my drinks this year.
Careful, Cube, we don't want them to lose sponsorship after we just got them. You know?
Well, obviously, it's good to see companies coming in and sponsoring Highlander.
Yeah, Blackout Gaming, they're a sort of very, I think they're a newish community in Highlander. They've only been around a couple of years in TF2.
Do they have any teams?
They do have Highlander teams, yes, I have seen them. I think they're in Division 5, I'm not sure. I think the big G-man, Russian Guyevich, will have to correct me. Yeah, they do have a team in ETF2L. I don't think they have one in UGC. Yeah, they are a community and a growing community, and they've got obviously got a lot of different casters cast for this organisation so far. They've done lots of Highlander this season. Definitely check them out on that YouTube channel. Sorry, I forgot what they were called.
I think it was like Blackout Gaming or something. But anyway, I'm sure you can find them. It looks like we are.
Yeah, I'm sure Russian Guyevich is posting it in the chat. Yeah.
Anyway, we are live, so the teams are the right way round. Should be the last of the pauses, and the Suicide's going up onto the usual spot. I think the Heavy's going to build. Leku taking advantage of the build spot there on the left hand side door. All you budding engineers out there should be building your level 3s, and rocket jumping up to kill the medic.
Oh god, my HUD isn't broken again, is it? I'm just going to retry.
I'm actually going to do the same. Wait, I'll retry once you're in, so we can provide seamless coverage.
You look at that is Prem level coordination.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, apparently the stream actually has to wait for the HUD to update. You can see the chat now coming in for the pauses, but we did see that 90 seconds ago. Looks like blue team are going to go for the Suicide Zoob, jumping straight over the front, not actually getting even a single tiny bit of damage done.
I'm just watching Evokj on Spy. It's kind of funny. It's like watching It's like watching Goofy play Spy. I don't know if anyone ever watched that cartoon. He was just sort of sit there cloaked. Instead of trying to shoot Zoob, he just cloaked in front of Zoob and got shot by the Heavy for about 10 seconds. But he's coming up behind. He actually decloaks too late to backstab Kaltu. Oh dear, it's
Comedy.
It's comedy spy play from Evokj. But he did actually get an assist. Now he's.
I want to just take over really quickly. Zoob is doing a play that they did against us in the PCW. You see a lot of American teams doing it as well. The soldier jumping to the spawn. Don't know if we can get the camera across to Zoob just for a few seconds, but he's right the way across at Parrot Gaper's spawn.
Yeah, he's
not even going to go. Yeah, he's going to get the telly, and then he's going to try and stay for a few key picks. And as we can see, Quad's going down, so Quad respawns now. And Quad looked like he was ready for it. Big headshots by Zoob. Takes down the sniper, and he's going to be able to do quite a lot of work here, just killing off the players that are killed from the front line.
Yeah, it's as you said, it was first sort of seen by everybody in that show match against from the Syndicate against SSD when Valen did it and did huge work at spawn for the Syndicate. And now, as you see, Zoob is still doing it. He's killed Evokj and he's got Quad again. He's got 3 picks on the spawn. Surely, in the by the time next Uber push comes in, these spawns are going to come out. And he jumps again and he destroys Permzilla. They're just going out one at a time. They need to attack him together, but what you're going to see Zoob do is, when he takes a bit of damage, he's going to rocket jump away. He's at the spawn, and now he knows he's outnumbered. He's going to drop. No, he's coming in again, trying to fight. Oh, it's another. Beautiful shot from Zoob.
Huge shot on Killer for fun. He's still alive. He's just taking his health back though, so he has a long time to wait for it to respawn again. He gets to get taken down, but he's pretty much won his team. Well, I'm saying he's won his team at the front point, but
5 or 6 kills there, and he was alive for so long. And meanwhile, right if we switch to the front line, that tactics is so effective, and European teams haven't really faced it much, or Parrot Gapers haven't faced it much. It does earn Colony an easier cap, but they've kind of pincered at the moment. Spari has been completely unnoticed, picks up 3 kills, and now the cleanup is coming in from Haunter to help him. Kisakala did recognise the fact, is hiccuping the fact that they were in a bad position, got out and kept himself alive, but that was kind of like, again, poor play. They didn't just all rush their entire team to the roof to take the height advantage. They all went straight for the cart and got destroyed.
Yeah, that really reminded me of the first round. Just as I came in to save the day with the casting, it looked like the Parrot Gapers were going to lose their second point, but all of a sudden they managed to get a few frags and keep the roof.
Oh yes, but at least Kisakala survived, so they will be able to push in about 10 seconds. It's an Uber force from Sai. He dropped off the roof to Uber Hornster, but there's absolutely nobody there. Kisakala is sitting there. Oh, he gets flanked.
Sabba getting 3 face stabs on Spari. Who needs the insta kill when you can just do those 30 damage poke shots?
There we go. That's a butter knife way of doing it. But meanwhile, whilst you were watching it, Kyler managed to drop Kisakala at 94% Uber, so that's a big loss for Colony. If I was Colony right now, if I was the medic, I'd be calling. Look, I want to get most of the team here on a cart. Try
Zoob again. It is just a game about the soldiers, and you don't say that in Highlander at all. But Zoob manages to jump up. He gets the time to fire 3 rockets onto Sai and picks him. Saying that, I now see Kisakala is dead. I don't know how that happened.
And neither did I actually. I was sort of derping and looking around. It seems to be like, I feel like the way Zoob is playing. I'm going to watch him for a bit. Seems to be using his experience more than anything else, and all of these like new strategies that have come in from America, and he's just using them really well. And Parrot Gapers don't know how to deal with them. As he comes again, he's bombing up. He's doing so much work distracting. It's incredible actually, but Colony haven't really used it, and gets another kill on Permzilla, who tried to go for his medic. And now Colony are trying to pressure from the back group non-Uber, and they sabber in, but nobody watched that little stair entrance and 2-shot. Kisakala gets 2-shot by Kyler, and even though they're on the roof, it's just a Devilman on the cart, and there's actually a sniper behind him with melee, and Snapper is all by himself. He dies, but Kautu is still on the roof with his minigun spun up, and now the Devilman jumps to fight him, but he's just laying stickies and he's weak as well, or 100 HP. Furbo comes in to finish him off, running around, he dies. There's this craziness going on the roof, but I think looks like Parrot Gapers are going to hold on for now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Colony able to break this defence. I mean, you would have thought with the experience they must have pushed this point way over 100 times. They would have had some coordination by now, but again, people just dying as Kisakala is building his Uber. He's at 90% now, and there's only 4 players alive. You don't want to be pushing this. They're going to push it anyway, but they do have the Uber advantage. It's all down to the medic heavy who are taking the roof right now.
It's really scrappy at the moment. Kisakala is sort of like hesitant. They don't seem to want to go with the Uber advantage. Actually, the aggression there was actually a decent idea from them as they came in, because they had a few kills from Parrot Gapers.
Evoke! Oh, just manages to get the Uber off before Evoke gets the backstab. Does look like this Uber's going to be the one that caps the point. Saying that, actually, Parrot Gapers do push the Uber. Evoke again dropping down and getting shut down instantly. I think Colony should be able to take this. But they're all bunched up. They're all bunched up. And Spari's just getting free damage on them.
Just feels like to me that Spurries and Napa seem to be having a demo sticky face off. Here come the teammates to help each other. The fight is still quite intense at the moment, but Jonas goes down. It feels like to me that some players on Colony, especially the combo classes, are just very non-aware of like positioning and who has the better Uber and how they should position themselves to it, which must be really frustrating to play with. When I talk from experience from playing with Zoob, he's a very smart player and he would know these sort of things. But he's actually on the cart now.
Calhoun, I don't know what FAV he's got set. It must be 30 or something. Doesn't see the heavy coming up the stairs. They actually do manage to cap the point now, and I've seen that Red Engineer Bubble Bobbler's set all the way back at 3rd point.
Oh dear, I just sighed there as side eyes on 99%. As they got trapped in another bad position as well. They're not really. It's all so scrappy. They're not really falling out as a team. But the way this round has gone with teams trading kills, it should go better for Colony, but they haven't been able to do it really. And
this is the first time
37.
Parrot Gapers have actually had a player fall out and set up. The engineers got a full setup on the 3rd point, so it's all about taking down that sentry.
Yeah, this
doesn't look like it's going to be Ubers.
This is where Saba needs to do something. He's Cloak and Dagger. He's actually just looking around. I don't know. He's looking for the pick on the. Yeah, I think he wants to go for the sentry. There's a Demo Man and the Heavy up top. Oh, disconnected from their medic. This is interesting, really.
Yeah, I'm going to have Cam on Saba here. Cloak and Dagger is probably going to wait for the Uber to come in.
He's probably called it the heavy classes are holding in the house.
Oh, they take the sentry then. Sentry gun down. So Saba's going to decloak now.
He wants
Pick
the heavy.
With the face stab.
Saps the sentry as well, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about the receiver's going to. He has to clear up players. Blue team now getting the full
Look
spawns.
at Jonas. He's just blasted sight into oblivion. He said he like grapple hook Cyber. Evoc J gets the backstab. Finally goes and does something. Evoc J.
Rather than dying to his dead ringer full damage.
Yeah, it was actually a big pick there because they just lost sight from Jonas's smart air blast play. Put him in a really bad position. And this is an interesting spot from Bubble Bobbler. He barely escapes the spy who was behind him. And 9 minutes on cap on them, for 3 points. But they don't have a sentry set up. They have equal Ubers. Can Colony come non-Ubered here? Zoob was trying to get in there. He gets picked off, but Funk kills Quad. So there's a sniper for Colony, and there's no sniper for Parrot Gapers. And Napa is pushing uncontested, kills the engineer. Now he drops back for heals. The heavies are in from the combo is in from Colony. They just need their support classes come. Evoc J comes behind the medic, misses again, gets spotted out. Permzilla is sitting up on this map room spamming rockets. Someone needs to deal with him.
Saba decloaking behind where the medic is. Have they actually rotated all the way up top? Yeah, they have. Sai seems to quite like this play. They're going to have a really aggressive Uber.
Yeah,
exchange right away from the sentry, which is a really nice play.
Yeah, they've actually going to get the Bella Uber because they dropped Napa. Saba's is creeping behind again, but he's actually been spotted out. I actually like that they use their Uber aggressively as the combo comes in so that they can dictate the Uber fight. And they can judge if they have a better one, if they need to fall back, or if they can stay in and clean up. But Colony are coming back in. Zoob manages to kill himself, actually. Trying to bomb in, couldn't find the medic. There, Haunter seems to be running the sandwich. The first round I saw him, he had a shotgun out.
Yeah, there's some complaints about his loadout. I think that was the issue there with the shotgun.
And this really defensive positions for Parrot Gapers right now, but they are cleaning up. Here comes Zublo trying to lead a charge, make room for his team around the corner. He ends up going flying around the entire side somewhere. As a Colony coming again, Zoob does the same thing. He jumps around tire side, looking to get into the back stairs. I'm trying to watch him. He craters actually after killing Kylo. And here comes
Uber's
the
forced
Uber.
around the front actually. Both teams are using the Uber. They're not going to get the sentry here. It's full HP on its Wrangler. Calthy staying on the cart is questionable, but he does get a lot of damage down on the medic. Not enough. 40 HP for Sai. There's no dispenser there actually, so there's a bomb in from. Yeah, I was just going to say Zoob just needs to bomb in here. It's one rocket, and he does manage to do it.
They've done it again. The soldiers, they've both managed to kill the medic at exactly the same time. But it doesn't seem to mean anything because of that pick from Permzilla onto Kisakalo, it just stops it Colony's momentum.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to swap crits. I know it's difficult with the level 3 sentry, but this last point isn't really the best for sentry, so I'd be tempted for swapping crits.
Looking at sort of 12-minute, 30-minute time as it is, so they want to speed everything up as quick as possible, really. They're trying to go non-Ubered as well, as Kylo tries to plus forward into Nappa, but he gets denied.
I haven't seen somebody be so unlucky as a boat guys today. Literally every single time he goes behind the medic, somebody's randomly turning round. Maybe he's got a really loud decloaking watch or something.
Oh, did you see that snipe from Quad? Nappa's jumping through the air with his stickies, gets plucked out of the air. Yeah, Evokj, he's sitting AFK in spawn right now. What can he do? He's got a pink ghastly gibbous that probably sums it up, really. He decloaks, gets spotted out. I'm just watching him whilst actual important stuff is happening somewhere on the map. I'm going to watch Evokj for comedy value. Sap in the Wrangler Sentry.
You missed the Uber come in. Kisakala actually got completely separated, but does get 2 Uber saws onto Red Team's Pyro. So even though they don't have the Uber and Red Team do, if they can force it, they have 75%.
Ooh,
Sai's got to use this, surely. Sai does use it. Kisakala's at 90%, don't get picked now. 10 HP!
He's not gonna... Oh, he's
just use it, just use it. Go around and use it.
Go forward, yeah, use it, get on your heavy. Get it on your heavy.
No, he's missed his heavy. But they are going to cap this out, so at least they're going to get the full 4 points. So it is still possible that we're going to see a Colony win, although 13 minutes 50, you can't get much slower than that.
Yeah, but you gotta remember Parrot Gapers defended a similar time. Can Colony do it? Is the question.
Yeah, well I think usually Parrot Gapers start off trolling a little bit, you know, not taking things so seriously, but when they get into it, we start to see Sai building Ubers again with his scout in the back stairs there, so...
I don't know if it's Knights... Sorry, go ahead.
Hopefully they're going to take the defence seriously, because I think they've got a real chance of taking the points here. I presume it's just like last season's point system, so it'll be a golden cap win. Is it 4-2 they'll win it? Or?
Yeah, the team that wins will get 4 points, the team that loses will get 2 from this match. The way it's been going. For Parrot Gapers, if they can get a 4-2 win, they'll be on 8 points. Yeah, that's not bad. 4-2, 8 points. It puts them in good stead for getting one of the top places in the playoff seat for the seeds. I think the way it's going to work is playoffs are going to work the way they did last season. I think our stream has gone down. I'm not sure, so we could be not casting to anybody at all right now. I'm just going to have a look quickly. No, we seem to be casting. Seems to be a few quality issues. Yeah, we apologise for that though, the quality issues on screen. We'll do our best to cast so as it continues. Colony holding strong in the first sort of open seconds, although Kisakala did pop his Uber, I completely missed that. Did you see what happened? I assume it was the demo bomb.
Yeah, demo came straight away, and problem with the demo bomb, the sentry doesn't usually pick it up, it's too quick. So you can get all the way into the medic. Both teams haven't used their Uber, but Kisakala does have a bit of advantage. It's just about whether he's going to fall out or try and hold this top area, and Funk getting a nice pick onto the heavy. Looks like pretty even exchange. Obviously Blue has the quicker spawn time.
Yeah, here comes Sparry, bombs in, Kisakala goes down. I think that was a drop Uber, was it cubed? I didn't really see.
I didn't actually see it, I was watching Permzilla trying to do exactly what Zoob did in the first round, going round to the spawn.
Yeah, but this is the position Parrot Gapers are in. This is, if the heavy drops down here, and the demo backs him up with spam, they could actually kill Sai before he gets Uber, but instead they're sort of scrappily trying to scramble away until they do anything aggressive, and they're all going to get picked out one by one, and there goes the first point. No pick on the medic, Uber advantage to Parrot Gapers. They're going to push up to the corner. I'd like to see somebody go roof and clear it. But
Zoob's behind the cart. Zoob's behind the combo now if they're on the roof.
He needs to do something here, Zoob. needs to drop the medic. It's like their only hope. He's looking for it. He's been spotted. He's just gonna stay alive.
I think he's going to try and put a block in on the cart, but there's too many people on it. He's not
Yeah.
going to be able to do anything.
He had a chance to bomb at one point, but he chose against it. He does pick up the kill on the NG, but it's not what they need right now. But I guess he's just going to try and be a pain in the backside for Parrot Gapers.
Uber does get used, and because Khaled does have it, he didn't have it in time to save his heavy. They do use it on Pyro. I think Parrot Gapers are actually going to get the better end of this. Haunter's fully buffed coming in now. Lots of damage onto him though. They really need to deny that left-hand entrance. It's quite an easy one to deny, especially if you've got a Wrangler sentry, but the sentry does get taken down by Quad. He's been given free reign on this track. Colony really need to put in a good shift in defence with all this time left.
Yeah, the whole time you were watching it, Zoob was sort of at spawn, trying to keep 3 people from coming back into the fight. Spy, the scout and the engineer. It doesn't seem to really matter. He has gone down, and now Colony, as you said, they seem to have lost position, so they have to defend last point, and Saba comes in and gets doesn't get anything actually. Kind of turns around in the end. 10 minutes and 30 seconds, and there's a bomb. Permzilla again.
Yeah, this has got to be around for Parrot Gapers. Full Uber now, no medic.
They're in bad position as well. The heavy classes are all in poor positions because they've just lost their medic, and the pushers coming. They've almost killed everybody. Quad is the only one to die so far for Parrot Gapers. Letko's picked up 2 kills with his shotgun. He's still going. He's still alive. He's managed to do something, but his last gasp effort is going to come in from Furbo. He gets focused down. Sparry gets a kill on the medic. And it is going to be the 4 points to Parrot Gapers as they take this week 2 game. I think it is a week 2 game. And they will win the map Badwater 4-2. In the end, they came back from the most unlikely circumstances where they had to defend for 13 minutes, and they did it really, really well. Colony's offense just broke down, and in the last round, Colony offered nearly nothing. Would you, if you could give a man of the match, Cube, who would you give it to?
I think it's got to be one of the soldiers. I'd give it to Zoob for the spawn camp. That spawn camp we saw on the first point when he was on blue team. I'd say it's close between Zoob and Permzilla. They both had really good games, but even though Colony lost, I'd give it to Zoob. 2 air shots whilst he was on camera, I think. So.
Yeah, he was doing huge work for Colony. Even though the amount of medic picks Permzilla got probably changed the game. So I'm going to go and give it to his opposite number, Permzilla, even though Zoob played every bit as well as him. But the picks that Permzilla got was really, really important. I think he's actually ringing tonight, and he's on Critscast as well. There's 2 Critscast players ringing tonight for Parrot Gapers. Also the other one, Bob Wobbler, had a solid game as engineer tonight. I think all rounds though, in the second half of the game it was a solid performance from Parrot Gapers. Colony I think they just got worse as the game went on. Tiredness,
yeah, I think it's the opposite way around actually. I think Parrot Gapers just so unpracticed, and then as soon as they've had a couple of rounds they remember what Badwater looks like. Yeah,
I think Colony might even just have been getting tired or something like that, because remember a lot of them are from Finland, so...
Yeah, and they PCW'd us quite a while ago. We played them at 7 CET, so I don't know if they had another practice before the game started, because it didn't sort of start till 9:30, did it?
No.
Do you want to wrap things up then, Hildreth?
Yeah, I was going to say anyway, as the game is over, so there's not much value of sticking around unless you really like listening to my voice. No Americans on today, okay. Nobody does. Alright then, thanks for watching everybody. I'm sure if you look into the stream chat right now, we will see Blackout Gaming being plugged. I'd like to thank Blackout Gaming for letting me cast tonight. I'd like to thank my co-cast for the evening, Cube, and the one that was on before, Jaco, what he was meant to cast this game. He had lots of internet issues, unfortunately for him. So thank you, Cube, for stepping it up. And thank John on the stream today for Blackout. And that's it. And the VODs will go up on the YouTube channel. Could you just give us that YouTube channel again, John? It's called Blackout Casting on YouTube. Look out for it. You can find the VOD of this game if you missed any of it. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out.